Kick-ass facts, some cool psychological studies. My lady friends, you are definitely going to want to stick around for this first one. Pew, 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 pew! In recent research, scientists have uncovered specific factors that contribute to some men's, I said some, don't come at me in the comments, some men's misinterpretation of women's sexual interest toward them. The study reveals that a woman's verbal or nonverbal signals not matching her appearance and the man's state of sexual arousal significantly influence these misunderstandings. Also, men who frequently misinterpreted these cues displayed more problematic sexual attitudes. Let's get into it. Participants were presented with 192 pictures in pairs featuring women in various states of dress with opposing facial expressions. They may have had flirtatious or rejecting expressions against casual or revealing clothing. The task required participants to rapidly select one or two presented images based on the instruction to choose the woman more likely to be flirting with them at that moment. The task was performed before and after listening to an erotic audio story intended to induce sexual arousal. A key finding was the significant challenge participants faced when interpreting sexual interest from women displaying incongruent clues, specifically when a woman dressed in a sexually appealing way and exhibited rejecting facial expressions. It really is. Oh, look at the way she was dressed. Gadzooks. This scenario led to a higher rate of misinterpretation, with more men likely to erroneously perceive sexual interest. Their difficulty was even greater after listening to the naughty audiobook. Further analysis revealed that men with a higher sex drive and a stronger tendency towards sexually objectifying women were particularly prone to these misinterpretations. This subgroup of men was more likely to overlook the woman's rejecting facial expression and instead base their judgment completely on clothing that aligned with their own state of sexual arousal. Men who did poorly on this task also reported greater acceptance of grape myths and demonstrated higher levels of sexual aggression. I'm a little disheartened by that, but sadly not surprised. Conventional wisdom suggests that expressing anger through venting can help us quell it, like releasing steam from a pressure cooker. Other theories have suggested that doing something physical, like going for a run, can help ease anger. Well, all that's bullshit. Researchers at Ohio State University, who were inspired by the opening of rage rooms where people could go in and break shit, analyzed 154 studies on anger, finding little evidence that venting helps. In some cases, it could increase anger. The studies reviewed included a total of 10,189 participants, representing a variety of ages, genders, cultures, and ethnicities. The findings show the key to curbing anger is reducing physiological arousal. Effective arousal-reducing activities included slow-flow yoga, mindfulness, progressive muscle relaxation, diaphragmatic breathing, and taking a timeout. It really is about taking a chill pill. I mean, not the pill. No, it's free. Fregoli syndrome is a rare delusion characterized by the belief that familiar people are presenting themselves as disguised to the affected person, meaning the appearance of individuals in the patient's environment is accurately perceived, but these individuals, typically strangers, are misidentified as being familiar people in disguise. Someone with Fregoli syndrome misidentifies several individuals as being the same familiar person in several different disguises, and the familiar person is often perceived to be intentionally following the affected individual to persecute them somehow.